Hello everyone, welcome back to Fight Tonight channel. The main event in the boxing world this weekend comes from Las Vegas, where undefeated Gervonta Davis and Frank Martin will battle for the WBA lightweight title. Davis comes into this fight looking for his 30th win in a row, while Martin aims for a 19-0 start to his professional career. Here we take a closer look at Gervonta Davis versus Frank Martin and make our boxing picks for this title fight from the desert. Gervonta Davis is 29-0 for his career, with 27 of those wins coming by knockout. His most recent triumph was a 7th round knockout win over Ryan Garcia back in April of 2023, which handed Garcia his first career loss as a pro boxer. Davis will look to hand out another first loss on Saturday in this Gervonta Davis versus Frank Martin bout from the MGM Grand. For Davis, expectations are high once again for this fight, as he enters as a heavy favorite, and he should live up to those expectations by attacking the body of Martin. Martin is known to eat some body shots, and Davis is more than capable of being the bigger fighter dishing them out. As per the norm, Davis should be able to exploit the weaknesses of this opponent without too much of a threat of him getting stung in response. Frank Martin is 18-0 for his career and is looking for his biggest win to date on Saturday night. Martin is coming off of a win over Artem Kharatounian in July of 2023, claiming that fight by decision despite some back-and-forth action in that one. Now Martin will look to pull off an upset that would put gold around his waist and put the rest of the boxing world on notice that he is someone capable of taking down the best names in the sport. There is no question that Martin is one of the taller fighters in his division, but he is vulnerable to getting hit often by his opponents. We saw this in his last fight against Artem Kharatounian, and we'll likely see it here against Gervonta Davis. The question will be how Martin responds to those moments when he is on the back foot, and whether he can do enough to not just prevent being stopped but respond with shots of his own. Potentially working in Martin's favor here is the fact that he can fight like someone free from the weight of expectations for a challenge. Martin is usually the favorite in his fights, given his undefeated track record, but against a fighter thought to be superior, he can go for broke if he wants to in an attempt to create his own championship moment. Gervonta Davis versus Frank Martin, Timothy Bradley makes his prediction. Gervonta Davis returns to the ring for the first time in this year. One of boxing's biggest stars, Gervonta Davis, returns to action on Saturday night when he defends his WBA lightweight title against Frank Martin in Las Vegas. The fight, which will be available on Prime Video pay-per-view in the US and UK, will be Davis' first, since stopping Ryan Garcia 13 months ago. Martin is undefeated in his 18th professional fight. Speaking to social media, Timothy Bradley expressed his opinion. "I think what Martin is lacking is experience. He is got to be able to put rounds together, and I don't see him being able to do that. That's the problem." When it came to how the fight would unfold, Bradley predicted that Davis would come into his own during the second half of the fight and land one of his trademark knockout blows. The later rounds I worry about Frank too, where you have a guy like Gervonta Davis that is comfortable and he doesn't mind playing catch-up, Bradley continued. "See, that's the thing, you don't realize that. He is an apex predator for a reason because he sets traps," Timothy Bradley said. Davis currently holds the WBA lightweight title and has a longer track record than Martin, which explains why he is such a heavy favorite here. Davis defeated Ryan Garcia with a 7th round body shot in his most recent fight last April, which led to him being named the face of boxing after the fight. He is 29-0 in his career, with all but 2 of those wins coming via knockout. As for Martin, he is getting his first title shot after defeating Artem Haratunian by unanimous decision last July. The 29-year-old will have his work cut out for him against Davis, however, who is more experienced, more powerful, and considered the more complete fighter. Given his advantages in this matchup, Davis is a heavy betting favorite at the most online sportsbook. Teofimo Lopez predicts stoppage finish in Gervonta Davis vs Frank Martin clash. He is just waiting for that one a good shot. Teofimo Lopez has shared a prediction for the upcoming clash between Gervonta Davis and Frank Martin, set to take place on June 15th. Gervonta Davis will be defending his WBA lightweight title, hoping to add the 4th successful defense to his tally. Davis and Franklin will enter the ring undefeated, with Martin adamant that he hurt Gervonta during a sparring session they had several years ago. Both pugilists will be eager to prove themselves to be the superior boxer. Teofimo Lopez believes that the fight will end in a finish, as he shared his prediction during a recent interview. He said this: "It's more profound for Gervonta Davis to win in an outclassing way than it is for Martin. I believe that Frank needs to really just bite down on that mouthpiece, and obviously if he does get hit, stop around it. That's a walk-up call. Gervonta is very lazy in there. He is just waiting for that one good shot to really finish the fight, and he has that. That's nothing bad, but that's a gift he has." He continued, "I believe that Gervonta Davis finished him in less than 6 rounds. You look at how everything looks, and you see it for what it is." A big fight happens later this month. Frank Martin enters his bout with Gervonta Davis, a huge underdog this weekend, but Errol Spence is backing him to get the job done. The pair will meet in Las Vegas with lightweight glory on the line, and both fighters enter the contests with undefeated records. Martin's rise to this point in careers hasn't been as well documented as Davis, but the talented star has plenty of admirers in the fight game. Eager to break out and become a big name, Martin has a huge opportunity against the Baltimore man, and Spence has had to say on the contest, "Gervonta is going to put up a fight. He is a great fighter, but I feel like Frank's definitely going to take it," Spence said. "He's going to see the speed, he's going to see the strength, he's going to see the power that Frank brings." Gervonta Davis vs Frank Martin purses. How much money are the boxers making? Rumored salary is reported. The highly anticipated fight between Gervonta Davis and Frank Martin is fast approaching. Their WBA lightweight title matchup will headline a PBC on Amazon Prime pay-per-view at the MGM Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas. Certain sections of the boxing community had long been calling for Davis and his longtime rival, unbeaten WBC lightweight champion Shakur Stevenson, to fight one another. Additionally, rumors were rife that Gervonta was offered a sum of $25 million to fight UK boxing star Conor Benn. Davis apparently moved on from the potential Benn matchup. Meanwhile, Matchroom Boxing promoter Ed Hearn indicated that Tank turned down the Benn matchup, in which he, Davis, couldn't secure a $25 million payday. Gervonta Davis fired back with a tweet, which he later deleted. The tweet comprised supposed screenshots of Eddie Hearn's offer to Gervonta Davis, which suggested that Hearn seemingly offered him $10 million plus a part of the gate revenues and a share from the pay-per-view sales too. Davis was ultimately booked to fight Frank Martin, and his payout for the upcoming fight hasn't been officially disclosed. Nevertheless, since Gervonta is one of boxing's biggest stars today and the bigger name than Martin, he would likely take home the bigger purse in their upcoming fight. So Frank took the Gervonta Davis fight for $1.25 million, okay? What do you think, guys? I know the first thing that's going to he turned down $1 million, right? But now it's like, oh, he turned it down for Gervonta, but it's only $1.2 million. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like this video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel.